Look who's back. Oh, no, you can't look because it's a podcast.
I'm back.
He's back.
It's me. I'm back.
We're joined by the big man, my wonderful husband, assistant, long-suffering. 5 years anniversary just gone.
It's 5 years.
That's wood.
We would.
Big is back. Greetings from a not very sunny Margate. Each week I put out a post on social media saying what is the most ADHD thing you've done this week, and we are going to read some, not all of the entries of August because there wouldn't be time, and something else that I'll come back to at the end. So these are just a few of our faves. It is done to raise ADHD awareness. So we do these episodes on average once a month. The usual episodes are actually interviews, but this is a bit of fun. And if you're wondering, well, what makes it the most ADHD thing, or that doesn't sound like ADHD, the point is that it is the most ADHD thing to that person. ADHD presents differently in every single individual, and these are shared to raise ADHD awareness, for camaraderie, for peer support. When I put the posts up on socials, it's to get the community to support each other. And it destigmatizes the very similar traits and ridiculous scrapes that we get ourselves into. And it just makes people realize that they're not alone in it. So we get to laugh at the things that would make us cry or bring us shame. This is the ultimate shame eradicator.
Yes.
Have you got anything to say?
Nope.
Wonderful. Let's dive in. So these are from Instagram. This is from Isabella_Kishena_Rose. Impulsively bought lots of stuff to decorate my kitchen and improve storage. On the way home from my holiday, and in 24 hours from arriving home, transformed my kitchen.
Wow.
Lol.
Good effort. Little house design _ by the sea. Sent off my assessment referral forms to the GP and got the email wrong despite checking it a dozen times. Yeah.
Yep. ETH_606. Finished something I've been putting off for years in like 3 hours. Finally, I'm getting my own business. Better late than never, I guess.
Well
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant.
Congratulations.
Sonnet Zombie says, I was walking around Tesco with about 20 items in my arms, balancing them. Got to the till to realise I had a basket hooked on my elbow that had 2 things in it. I was like the mouse in Cinderella trying to carry all the cheese. But I had forgotten about my basket when choosing a new notebook, which I will bring home and put next to the other 15 I haven't yet written in.
There's so much relatable content in that.
There is, isn't there?
I never pick up a basket and I'm always the mouse balancing the cheese. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I could have just got a basket, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Bex_025 took my 5-year-old to holiday club Monday morning and forgot her lunch. Knew I was going home and coming back past about 11, so thought I would drop it off then. Pulled up outside at 11 with my lunch and had forgotten hers again. Had to go back and get it. Priorities.
Unmasking mum. About to reverse off the drive to see my child's pushchair on the driveway. Luckily, I noticed it.
Teacakes_13. One I do most days is forget what I have eaten or if I have and having to taste my mouth to see if it reminds me.
Oh, God. I do the same in my beard.
What's your beard smell of?
Well, whatever I've just eaten recently.
No, I mean, is that what you do?
Sometimes. What's that I've had? Cherie Bennett, 1986. I went to the shop to post a parcel, yay me remembering, but turned up at the shop without the parcel.
Louisa, I was out last week with work and on walking into a cafe, I pointed out a cute dog. Did my usual and said hello to said dog, then remembered I should acknowledge the owner, so looked up and gave him a polite nod. I thought he looked familiar and thought nothing much of it until the next day when I realised why. It had been Alan Cumming. Oops. Cinders_ADHD Life. My son asked me if I had the shopping list. I was so chuffed that having written one, I had actually brought it with me. I showed it to him proudly as we entered Tesco. By the time I needed to look at it, at the end of the first aisle, I didn't have it. It had gone. I walked back twice to see if I had dropped it, but no, I felt ridiculous. I was almost in tears and about to have a meltdown. Thankfully, my son was so kind and talked me down. I felt awful and just wanted to give up and go home. It's horrible not being able to just cope with shopping. It is horrible, but you know what else it is? Common. So many people get overwhelmed with shopping, and I tell you, I literally lose things all the time, and it is so maddening when it doesn't make sense. Literally, how from here to here has this thing just vanished into thin air? But we know why. It's because you've stolen it.
Yeah, I've hidden it. Circus_Chrissy only went and did an on-stage fire show in front of all my fire spinning community.
Go on, Chrissy!
Wow, this was my first on-stage show, and despite it going so good and all the nice comments on it, I'm RSD hard about it.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. Literally RSD all day, every day. 24/7.
You've done all these amazing things and everyone thinks it was brilliant. Yeah, but no, you still think it's shit. Oh, okay. Well, it isn't, but you be that way.
I feel you, Chrissy, but well done, lovely. Born Man Psychotherapy forgot to pee 5 times because I kept getting distracted with things to do on my way to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tacky 5. I see this every week, and every time, as soon as I read it, my brain goes blank, like I've done nothing this week at all. Yeah.
Jackie Scott 40 just got my diagnosis and now think I will become an ADHD coach. Good Lord, just my ADHDing. That's it, isn't it? All the way. All the way.
Daisy_Bloom_ADHD_coaching.
Who might have just got a diagnosis.
Let my dog out with an upset tummy to do his business at 4 a.m. Now, I'm just going to say that I think saying Adam's going to do his business, I know what it means, but I also like to think that he's out there shuffling papers, going through his bills,
doing some
just
deals.
make his life admin. He's got my dog home insurance running out. I need to get that done.
You're a dickhead, start again.
Let my dog out with an upset tummy to do his business at 4 a.m. Popped into the bathroom for a wee on my way back to bed and started brushing my teeth. That took a lot of turns, didn't it? And none of that. I expected none of that at all.
The_mental_wealth_mentor. Mine this week is I've been recording reels to be used in marketing my book, Go On Love, good plug, when it comes out in October. Yes, I wrote the book, but can I remember its bloody name whenever I'm recording a reel? Can I fuck?
Every Mind Education. I messaged someone about something they were selling that I wanted. By the time they messaged me back, I'd already lost interest.
Ginny's Dorset buttons. I was in the kitchen and needed something from the bedroom, but when I got there, I totally forgot what it was. I remembered another ADHD person saying it was the door effect, in brackets, a brain reset. So I had this idea that if I go into another room, it would have maybe the same, have you tried turning it on and off again? It worked. I was so excited. I wanted to high five, but there was no one else there. So I high fived the house, the door frame. Me and the house were very pleased with ourselves. High five.
Well done.
I really like that. I might start high fiving walls.
Okay. Good. 0505 Julie went out daytime dancing with my friends. It was the best dopamine fix for a long time.
Yes, hun.
Danced for about 5 hours non-stop. Loved it. One of my friends asked me, how do I do it? She said, you would be exhausted sitting down, then jump up 5 seconds later, but so energetically, called me an inspiration and told me she loves dancing nights with me. We all need friends like this. I'm 53, my body aches today, but it was so worth it. Can't wait to do it again. Love ADHD dancing.
Yeah, me too. It is the best. It is the best. Mad Sasha, obsessed with the spinach and feta guzleme from Aldi, ate 2 this week and 2 the week before, then maybe 3 the week before that. What food mini obsession will be next week? I'm going to guess the same.
I also think you need to up those numbers.
Should be every single meal.
Yeah, that's not obsessed. That's a habit being formed. Oh, look, it's Daisy_Bloom_ADHD_coaching again. So proud of myself, remembering to take my shopping bags and trolley pound coin for my weekly food shop. Not quite so proud when I was halfway around Asda's fruit and veg section. I remembered I was going to Aldi.
Oh, and I heard that the gazemi is banging.
Gazemi.
Neen_brag, going away for the weekend with no kids, searched places, hotels for a week, then booked our first place we looked at 2 a.m. last night for double the price because it was a last minute booking. I hear you. I spend so much time researching which hotel is the best, reviews, looking at every eventuality. And then by the time I've finally made up my mind, the one that I wanted to go with is gone. Every time. Yeah. Or it was the first one and I could have saved myself about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes get frustrated with that. Wasn't it? Well, this place, actually, both the places you've been like, look, I just haven't got the time. Would you be able to book these places? I'm like, yeah. And then within 5 minutes, I've booked these places. Yeah. You're like, oh, these places are fine. Yeah. Most places are basically fine. Some
Just
places
want
are
to do
bad.
a good job.
You do a wonderful job all the time. You don't need to worry about that. Torty Vital. My dad is in ICU. Oh, gosh.
I hope he's
And
okay.
I was okay. And I started fumbling and saying really bizarre stuff to the doctors last night out of nerves, oversharing, generally acting like a clown. Then, after it, had the worst regret. But I guess in times of stress, we get extra spicy.
We really
Absolutely,
do.
yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
In times of stress, our ADHD symptoms are exacerbated.
Just being nervous.
And being
things.
nervous, yeah.
I say the weirdest shit.
No.
But no, like... But I'm like unconsciously, not even coherent. It's just nonsense sometimes because I'm nervous or whatever. And I think, oh God, what was that?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Anyway.
We hope your dad's all right. This is you.
Oh, wow, I'm on this.
You read it.
No, you read it. I read the last one.
But it's you.
I know. I want to hear it in your voice.
Bought a van without checking the dimensions, and now we have the biggest van known to humankind. This is a fact. It's set out front. Then forgot I wasn't 25 and bad at physical labour. Then loaded the van without really considering the impact it might have on an old, weak body. We're not old or weak, but yeah, you did lift some ridiculous shit without thinking it through. And we have got the biggest van. You thought it was a metre smaller than it is.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a big bastard van.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's all right. It's a bit big. But I can stand up in it, so that's what matters.
Yeah. But it was quite funny. We were driving around Bedford before the retreat, and we were going down these little rickety roads, and there was this really cutesy one with loads of bunting, just like, are we going to take that with us?
Bunting, hung between the buildings of a village.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah. Tordy W_Pink Lily bought all the birthday cards for the year. Last month I tidied up. Now I can't find them.
No. Well, I hope you find them, but if not, they'll turn up and then you've always got them for another year.
Incredibly organised.
Banana_Marana. My cat's collar came off. I was opening the front door with his collar in my hand and heard him coming and thought, what great timing. I'd heard his bell in my hand.
Oh, no. Hester ADHD ordered 10 pairs of boxer shorts to my old address, having just moved and forgot to update my address. FFS. So ordered another pack and did it again and again. So that's 30 pairs.
Surprise pants!
So somebody in your old address has been like, oh, thank you.
ADHD_heard_ went from my computer to find my phone in my bedroom. Actually, hang on. I have to preface this by saying I literally could have written this, and it makes me feel a lot better, and you hearing it will know that it's not just me that behaves in this way. Went from my computer to find my phone in my bedroom, made myself cereal on the way, went to look at my phone, decided to work in my bedroom, so went back into the kitchen to eat my cereal first, discovered my vape was out of battery, went downstairs to get a battery, came upstairs and went to the office and realised I still haven't gotten my phone. Now me, phone and computer are in bedroom, vape is in kitchen.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Miss Melly Not Smelly. I found the most amazing pair of pants.
Are they from him?
Maybe. They're 30 pairs. They fit great and felt amazing.
Oh, I think it's American pants, not like
trousers.
Not boxers or pants or
Slacks.
knickers. They're trousers.
Strides.
Strides, yeah.
I found the most amazing pair of pants. They fit great and felt amazing. Total sensory orgasm.
Oh, crikey.
Bloody
They
hell.
sound great.
I said to my husband that I'm going back to buy more in the smaller size because I've lost weight and my normal size are a little too big. Went back and purchased 2 more. Got home and realised I'd purchased my normal size and not the smaller one. Took pants back to exchange for the smaller size. Got home with the new pants only to realise I'd not purchased the smaller size again. What is this? Why are we having so many repurchases of pants and boxer shorts? Thankfully, I'd only ripped the tag off 1 pair, so I was able to return one and eventually get the smaller size. I mean, that's a lot of orgasmic trousers. I would have kept them.
Miss Melly Not Smelly and her amazing collection of orgasmic trousers.
Multiple orgasm trousers.
That is a musical that needs to be written.
It is, isn't it?
Emily Way Evans. I just found the bank card I lost in November. Yay.
Hooray. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Red Punk Social. Left my handbag in a shop and walked 2 blocks to the car, all because someone handed me a bucket. I had a coffee in one hand, got handed the bucket, so handbags ceased to exist. Left the very same handbag on the back of a friend's truck. We were driving halfway across town before I realised and had to divert back to collect it. Both happened within 24 hours, and that's just me on the topic of handbags over the weekend. With my ADHD, there's always something happening causing the usual feckery.
Absolutely.
Why were you handed a bucket?
Well, actually, yeah, that's a point. Let us know.
Yeah.
Chrissy, let us know.
Please.
Wandering. Shut my fingers in the toilet door at work. Out!
Oh.
Because between opening the door and walking in, I got distracted by wondering if the cubicle walls were real or imitation stone.
Brilliant.
It's the second time I've done this. Different distraction each time. I mean, in a way that's better.
Is it?
The doors are heavy and it really hurt. Oh no. I had to take a little moment in the cubicle to recover. Silver lining, I ascertained that the cubicle walls are indeed not real stone. Well, there you go.
Ingrid Eveline, 83. I almost slept through my online, in brackets, appointment with my psychologist. My alarm went off and I thought, oh, I must have forgotten to turn that off. I couldn't possibly be because I have an appointment because last night was garlic galore night. That sounds like a good night. And I don't do that if I have an appointment the next day. Oh, can't be stinky if I have an appointment unless it's online, like I have with my psych. Oh shit, wait a minute, I have to wake up and get up now. So I was double stinky from garlic and not showering, but she didn't suspect a thing.
What's garlic galore night?
Yeah, I've got this. This session has raised a lot of questions for me about many of you, not just you, Ingrid. Many of you.
Why did you have a bucket? What's garlic galore night?
Why were your pants orgasmic? Who got all the boxer shorts?
Eleanor Amy Wilkinson. I thought I was so organised booking my MOT, only to find out when I dropped my car off that the mechanic phoned me to say that my MOT was due next year in May. We both laughed. Charlie Copley. Every day, a different earworm. The song that keeps repeating in your head, but by the same band, and actually playing the song does not relieve it for me. No, you just live in that world now, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's for however long until a new one comes in. And speaking of which, our Steph, the property teacher, sorry to talk over you, but I'm going to read this one as well. I'm still singing Kokomo by the Beach Boys. I'm almost certain it's been almost 3 weeks since it started, playing in repeat on my head, but it could easily be a year because I'm time blind. You can do that line.
Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama.
I really hope that she's still singing it. How many weeks? Let us know.
Kokomo. Oh, come on.
L.N.
L&M. L&M. L.N_M. Well done. Yeah, I'm furious with that.
Why?
Just too much punctuation for my eyeballs. Went to my diagnosis appointment a day late.
And then somebody said, that should totally count towards a diagnosis. And she said, right? I was so annoyed because I'd built myself up being told that I'm a fraud the whole way there. Oh, bless you. Being late, anxious, early for your appointment needs to be added to the DSM-5. Absolutely it does. I agree with that.
I agree.
So Gillian the Civilian, our wonderful Jill, this is from, oh God, I forgot what it's fucking called.
Facebook.
Edinburgh Fringe. But it is from Facebook, right? Well done. But this is about Edinburgh Fringe. So, taking my ADHD self to watch a stand-up called Lady ADHD with the Queen and Baroness of ADHD. That's me and Nicole, apparently.
Right.
Of ADHD, after telling a joke about ADHD in my own stand-up set, is my most ADHD thing.
ADHD,
well
yes.
done, Jill.
Yes.
Also, I was late for the bus, so decided to drive. Then thought I had extra time because I was driving, forgetting I was late already. So turned up late anyway and accidentally parked in the bus lane. And she did because she gave us a lift home and we were literally parked in a bus lane.
Right, isn't it?
Ah.
Hat full of bees. Came on here to write something and my mind went blank. Good.
Freya Fox Marvin thought I could multitask while cooking. What a great idea to get started on the dishes whilst I'm cooking. Started to run the tap and fill the sink. Fast forward 2 minutes and I've completely forgotten about this idea and now the kitchen is flooded. While panicking and cleaning up the water, I let the food burn. No dishes, no dinner.
Sarah Jane Stevens. I ordered a new pair of glasses from an online company and used plus 6.25 instead of minus 6.25. and even checked everything 3 times before ordering. I am now in possession of glasses I cannot use. Can't get a refund either. Hashtag ADHD tax. That's
so annoying.
That's really annoying.
Christine Moutley put rice in the freezer.
Brilliant. Last longer in there. Kerith Harris. I've done so many ADHD things this week, but my favourite was being late to see Nicole. I was so stressed and felt so bad, but it was so worth it because she is awesome.
So awesome. Well done, Nicole. Awesome. Award nominated, sellout shows. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, had me in tears a couple of times.
Yeah, the most amazing show ever. Well done, Nicole.
Nicole. Well done, mate.
Kim Pierpoint, driven 45 minutes to bring physical evidence of my identity for a DBS check, only to pull into the car park and remember the one piece of evidence that they wanted was still on the side by the door.
Michelle Owens, while I was talking to a customer about a job she wanted to do, I got a bit distracted. I looked at my leg and thought, bloody hell, I shaved them last night. I've missed a massive strip.
I do it every time.
Then I was just staring at the back of my leg. So much so, I looked up and my customer was also looking at the back of my leg. All the while I was talking to her. Then I looked across the road and noticed 2 cars. The number plates were nearly identical. So I pointed all excited and said, look at those number plates. Anyway, she wants me to do the job.
Yay!
Well, that's good.
Okay, so these are from the ADHDF peer support community, the Leopard Print Army Discord. So we will keep the names anonymous and just say thank you as ever to the community for keeping this podcast going for over 2 years. Had a ticket for Philippa Dawson's character flaw, another Edinburgh Fringe one. Had to really psych myself up to go out, timed everything perfectly, got on the bus in the opposite direction and realised far too late. No. Had to get off to go back the other way home and had a long wait at the bus stop with a child whose nose was incessantly whistling at an insane volume whilst feeling terrible for feeling so close to meltdown at the sound of a child's nose whistling. Bless you.
I'm with you on that.
Spent almost 2 hours busing to leave home and come back. How ironic when trying to see a show about someone's lived experience of ADHD. Trying to be a normal person and forget about it, but it keeps resurfacing. I hear you. Show was so good though, wasn't it? Philippa
Yes.
Dawson's character flaw is incredible also.
I was frothing milk for my morning coffee and stepped to do something real quick. Proceeded to take something into the laundry. Laundry is untidy, so I started cleaning it. Came back to the living area. Dining table is untidy, so I started tidying that. Shit. I was frothing milk. It was overflowing and streaming more than hot pot. I had no idea how hot it got as the beaker gauge only got up to 75 centigrade.
Shit.
Oh, gosh. Really hot.
Very hot. I have a theory that anyone who ever thinks they have seen a ghost probably has ADHD. Today has been a trail of looking for things that I've picked up today and put down again. If I didn't know I had ADHD, I'd think I had a poltergeist following me around and trying to piss me off. Or you.
Or me. On my way to Brighton for a work lunch, so far I've realised I left my necklace, earrings, sunglasses at home. I wonder what else I forgot.
I also have one hairy knee. Didn't shave very well, she went on to say. I forever have one hairy knee. Knees are very awkward to defluff. I just find I just miss patches and I think I've done it. And it's like when my brain's gone on its own little safari, is that like I'm there and I'm doing a good job and then you look down and it's like, oh no, I literally missed half my leg there.
I don't shave my legs.
No. Realised my Google Calendar time zone settings on my email account was set to an hour behind. It's been like that for about 2 months.
That'll make you late. Went to my bathroom and there was a round thing with pegs hanging off my shower rail. I had no memory of putting it there and stared at it for about 10 minutes like it was a hand grenade. Then I remembered that about a week before I bought a dryer for underwear in an attempt to be a proper adult and keep socks together. There were some lonely looking socks and a pair of knickers gathering dust.
Just thought my bike had been stolen, but then realised that I'd left it at the other station. I arrived at my bike. I have no idea where my key is. Oh no.
As some of you know, I get changed a lot, but today takes the biscuit. Going out to a meeting, dressed up smart for a business friend to collect me, spilt raspberry smoothie down first outfit, dropped red lipstick on white jeans, second outfit, 10 minutes to go, iron out, third outfit on, iron away, dressed 3 minutes ago, friend contacts me, says running 20 minutes late. Oh dear.
Over visiting my grandparents and my gran was waiting on her friend coming. The friend arrived and my gran, the friend and I were sitting talking in the living room. I zoned out, looked out the window and saw a car pulling in and said to gran, oh, that's maybe your friend arriving now, forgetting the friend was in the room having a conversation with me.
Oh, Forgot to put deodorant on 2 separate days this week. Said I would put some deodorant in my bag for emergencies after the first time it happened. Did I do so? I did not.
Nope. Went to Poundland for hair products, toilet rolls before I ran out. Felt like an actual grown-up until I looked down and saw I was dragging a yellow wet floor sign around.
Wow.
Got to the till, went to pay, left my phone in the car, so had to go back. A quick pop to the shop took 30 minutes instead of 10. Boo!
I set up an ADHD ASD group on Meetup specifically for people experiencing perimenopause/menopause in my city, quite niche. Hyper-focused on the details, paid the Meetup coordinator fees, not cheap, set up my first online Meetup and checked back every 5 minutes for new members. By the morning of the Meetup, 3 people had joined the group and only 1 had RSVP'd to the Meetup. So I massively RSD'd about it. Not only cancelled the Meetup, but also deleted both the group and my Meetup account. I also struggle with any social media. I had one bad experience in the Facebook group and deleted my Facebook account and never went back. That was like 5+ years ago. Decided I might be safer on an existing community for people who can relate to me. So, hi.
Hi, lovely.
Hiya.
I really feel your pain. It's so hard. The RSD is so hard, but you've done an amazing thing. I totally understand the burn it all down thing because it is so confronting to constantly feel rejected and like people are judging you. It's very hard, but just go back to your why and you're a hero for trying and just, it takes a long time to build a thing. So don't try not to take it personally. It's just time. And if it's not for you and you really can't handle the RSD, which I think about every single day, it's okay to protect yourself and not do it and find a way to do the work that would best suit you. So don't beat yourself beat yourself up any which way. And welcome to the community. Decided to wear a dress to afternoon tea with the in-laws. So not my scene, so was uncomfortable. When I put the dress on, managed to get my hand stuck and then punch myself in the face.
Wow.
Oh no. Then when I went to the loo and came back to my seat, a lovely lady came over to me, quietly informed me that my dress was tucked into my knickers. This is why I should never ever wear a dress. Oh, bless you. I hope you consoled yourself with a lot of tea and cake.
Yes.
Also joining for solidarity, usually have to wear cycling shorts, underskirts and dresses now as it happens so often. Worse was walking around an airport waiting area and thinking I must be paranoid as I felt like everyone was looking at me until a kind man stopped me to tell me my dress had rode up my bag and was slowly lifting it as I walked and my entire arse was out. They were see-through, lacy ones, so everyone saw everything. That was not a fun plane journey.
Hyper-focused on doing some skate maintenance and was so zoned in that I didn't notice all the red ants biting my arse because I was sitting literally on top of their nest. Nature is cruel.
Nature is cruel.
I nearly left my suitcase 5 minutes into my journey to go to the Weekender. Went to the ticket machine to collect my ticket, doesn't work. Go to talk to the man, but then see a different machine. Works, get my tickets and go through the barrier. Suddenly realise I'm not pulling my purple suitcase. It's still by the original machine. Luckily, a lovely man saw my predicament and came to the rescue. Fuck, that was close. I still have a tube change and train to get on yet, so who knows what else will happen.
She made it though.
She made it.
And the funniest thing is that's not even the most ADHD thing she did that weekend. No. We'll come back to that. I got diagnosed with combined type last Monday. Congratulations. Congratulations for finally having the answers. I celebrated by taking my dog for a walk and forgetting my keys. My spare set were with my sister who was in York. Managed to get in and make myself some dinner, which I forgot was in the air fryer. Luckily remembered just before the food was inedible. Decided to get into bed and stay there for the rest of the night. Well, congratulations and welcome to this brand new chapter of your life.
Yes. Forgot I was in the cinema last night and started talking to my partner at full volume about the movie plot. Brilliant.
My day is foobarred. Got back with no issues, desperate for a pee, sat on the loo and decided my shower needed cleaning. Got up and rinsed it out and gave it a quick wipe down. I opened the bathroom door and saw Blue sat outside. Bent down to give him a stroke, then stopped over him. Something got in the way. I initially thought it was Blue when I did a Superwoman impression as I went flying. Ended up on the floor with Blue betwixt my legs. Yep, he definitely tripped me. Tried to get up but couldn't. It was at that time that 2 thoughts that came into my head simultaneously. 1, I realised my pants and trousers were down by my ankles. 2, I realised I had not gone pee. Oops, too late. What is the most ADHD thing you've done this week?
We went for a lovely walk down to Botany Bay and 40-minute walk?
Yeah.
And there's big concrete sea defences, so these kind of like curved walls that kind of holding the cliff in and the sea away from it. It took me probably 25, 30 minutes to realise that there was all this chalk drawing I'd seen it, I'd acknowledged it was there, but I hadn't quite clicked until I saw, why is all this drawing on these walls?
So people are just like, we were here, I love Mum, all the graffiti in chalk. on the concrete.
And it was the whole way along this wall, and then it suddenly clicked, and and it didn't even click to start with, because I saw chalk on the floor and thought, oh great, there's chalk on the floor. But where are they getting all the chalk from? Why is there all this chalk on the floor? But of course, this is part of the chalk cliffs of Southeast England.
Made of chalk.
They're made of chalk.
That's where the chalk comes
and it's
from.
Suddenly, but knowing full well, after thinking several times before I'd seen the graffiti, oh, look at those lovely chalk cliffs. I didn't put two and two together.
So my most ADHD thing, it's not really this week, but it's this month, and it's very relevant. I realised when I was going back through all the entries for this month that I actually used half of the August entries in the June-July episode.
Yeah.
So there we go. Okay, so the runner-up of favourite most ADHD thing this week is from a community member, so they will remain anonymous. Do you want to read it?
Friggin' hell, I just got out of my pit busting to go wee, forgot to pull my knickers down.
And then the number one absolute winner of most ADHD things has to go to Ruth, who came to the ADHD AF Holistic-ish retreat, the Weekender. You might have seen the video on socials. If not, I'll put a link in the blurb of this episode, because it's genuinely one of my favourite most ADHD things of all time. On the Saturday night, we had a silent disco. And the silent disco headphones light up, red and blue lights. They flash with the music. And Ruth came through to tell us all that she'd just been to go to the loo in the hallway. It was all dark and the door had shut behind her, so she was in darkness as she was going from one room to go across the hall to go to the toilet, and she suddenly saw these red and blue flashing lights on the wall, and she was like, shit, the police are here, they're coming to get us. Starts to look out the window, and then suddenly realised, oh yeah, no, it's the reflection of the lights on my headphones.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody who entered. Thank you to everyone who always enters. I love it. I love seeing you talk to each other. I love laughing at the things that can bring us a lot of shame and destigmatizing them, the ultimate shame eradicator. And thank you to everybody who came to the retreat. Retreat is the RE is in a little bracket. It's just a treat, and it's holistic-ish because there is the holistic side of it. Kim Pierpoint was doing yoga and all of these wonderful workshops, and I was doing ridiculous things like the drag workshop and silent disco. We had a wonderful time. A lot of people have been messaging me about it. If you are interested in future retreats, there will be. I'll put a link in the blurb of this episode, and you can sign up for information for when we've got the next one out. I've also had a lot of people asking me about the Emporium, and loads of you have applied, and they're all amazing, and we're so excited to get going with it. We've just got a few more T's and C's to iron out, and we will be in touch really, really soon. But if you haven't applied yet, please do. We love everybody's work, so I'll put a link in the blurb of this episode as well. So if you are a neurodivergent maker or small business, come and join us in our online marketplace and in-person events such as Flaxstock Festival, and in our directory. And it's very, very exciting times. Is there anything you want to say?
It was nice to meet everybody at the weekend.
It was. You met some familiar faces, and everybody knew you.
I didn't know anyone. And they were, oh, hi, Big. And I was like, oh, God, I've forgotten these people. I probably met them before, and I hadn't.
You hadn't. No.
It was they very kindly explained. It's actually, sorry, this is probably quite weird. We've never met, but I know you as Big, and it feels like I know you.
It's a funny thing, isn't it?
Very strange.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's very nice. Very nice people.
They're a wonderful group. We had such a magical
lovely
time.
Bunch, so,
Always lovely to see folk.
Yeah, definitely.
I will miss doing the tours and getting to see everybody, but there'll be other opportunities. Other opportunities in other ways. But I'll come back to that in another episode and wrap it up for now. So thank you, everybody. Big love to you all. We are all in this together. Let's support each other, because that's what we've got, is each other. You are not alone in your struggles. Self-diagnosis is valid. Please be kind to yourselves. If you want to join the community, I'll put a link in the blurb of the episode for that as well. Yeah,
don't forget to pull your pants down when you go to the toilet. Or get your pants sent to the right place. Or buy the right size of pants.
Or send a stranger 30 pairs of pants.
30 pairs of pants. So many pants. So many pants. Knickers, boxer shorts, trousers.
All the pants.
Yeah.
Pants.
Bye.
Bye. Wonderful. That's great.
You're great.
You're great.